Well, it's not just Assam, but even Manipur is also carrying out a massive crackdown against drugs. A combined team of Narcotics Cell, Imphal East District Police seized heroin worth over rupees 55 lakh in the state. And as many as 6 persons were also arrested in connection with this seizure. According to Imphal East SP N. Hirojit Singh, while the team acting on specific inputs, intense frisking and checking was carried out in Soibam Leikai Area near Citizens Club in Imphal East District, leading to this massive seizure. And while 2 individuals were arrested initially, further interrogation led to the arrest of 4 more individuals.
District Police Imphal East got reliable information about the possible movement of drug traffickers along with drugs. So we carried out a combined operation led by Officer in charge of Narcotics Cell Imphal East, Inspector Devakumar, team of Soibam Police Station and volunteers of YADA in the presence of Executive Magistrate, Soibam Leikai near Citizen Club. And in the frisking, we detained 2 persons along with 20 soft caps of heroin powder. The 2 persons, namely Wasim Akram of Mayang Imphal, at present residing at Hatta Golapati, Lembayung Khaibam of News Accounts, were arrested along with the heroin powders.
And well, this is the second big seizure in Manipur within the span of just a week. And earlier, methamphetamine worth close to rupees 100 crore in the international market was also seized in the state's Senapati district. So what are the challenges in Manipur's war against drugs? Has the menace penetrated too deep into the state? And is unfenced border with Myanmar, the neighboring country, the root cause of the drug menace? Well, and to get some answers to these very pertinent questions, we are now being joined live from Imphal by Hijam Dinesh, President, Kripa Society, Manipur. So first of all, Mr. Dinesh, welcome to Evening Prime. Thank you for giving us your time this evening. Well, Mr. Dinesh, 2 big seizures in a span of just a week. Welcome breaks for the state Manipur Police. Wouldn't you say so, Mr. Dinesh?
During the last 2-3 days, it's very alarming, and also the type of seizure arrested in this. So on July 14, it is reported there 30 crore worth drugs were seized, and out of these, methamphetamine types of drugs were also arrested, 15 packets of it, and the remaining are WI tablets, amphetamine type of substance. And this is the first time we heard about methamphetamine seizure in the Northeast. This drug is actually, I have been working for the last 30 years in this field, the treatment and prevention of drug use. And we have never come across any individual using methamphetamine. And this drug is very costly, and mainly these drugs we have received reports that are used by richer, high-class people in the metropolitan cities. And looking at the amount of drugs and amount of money involved, we believe that these drugs are not meant only for the local market, even for Assam. But still, it is a threat to the national security, we assume, because a lot of criminal and crime are going to be connected with this kind of a situation. In the last year, 2020, October to November, only within 2 months span, more than 2,000 crores of rupees drugs were seized in the state of Manipur. And we believe this is not meant only for the Northeast market. Whatever it is a question of, and surprisingly, there is no statement so far from the
Absolutely. Well,
Mr.
Dinesh, at this juncture, what, according to you, are the main challenges facing Manipur in its war against drugs? And, do you think that this menace has penetrated way too deep into the state already, Mr. Dinesh?
We are not directly involved with the state official supply reduction channel. but as an observer and working in this field and as an activist, we feel that okay, our chief minister and honorable chief ministers of Assam are very committed and they have declared kind of a war or fight, combat against drug abuse menace. And what we feel is there need to be a very effective coordinations among all the chief ministers and officers of the North, a joint command structures, which I will, in the last discussion in the any live also I have suggested and appealed to the honorable chief ministers of the entire Northeast states. Please coordinate, form a joint command to fight the menace of drug use. Otherwise, people who are investing 2,000 crores of rupees in drug market, how a small states, say for example NAB, with a mere crore of budget in a year and few vehicles and lack of manpower can combat with this. We believe this is there is an involvement of international cartel in this
Absolutely.
business.
Absolutely.
So,
Mr. Dinesh, thank you very much for joining us today, this evening, and giving us your take on this big war on drugs in Manipur. Thank you so much.